coming to you from the Via Rock Festival in Belgium, and probably for the last time on the Icon album, we're going to have a very quick chat with Paradise Lost. Of course, you've seen a lot of the band on the Headbangers Ball over the last few months. And welcome, guys. I've got Aaron and Greg here, two guitarists in the band. And first of all, I'd like to say congratulations for winning the Headbangers Ball Best Video Award at the Kerrang Awards, of course voted for by the viewers. Just wondering, really, were you surprised to win it for Embers Fire?
Yes, actually. I was like, they rang me up at 5 o'clock in the morning at home. I was like half asleep. They said, "We've won an award!" It was like, it's quite unbelievable, really. I mean, when you've got stiff competition, bands like Aerosmith, who, you know, are so established, you know, it's like, we were quite surprised because everyone in the office had kept it quiet, they'd known, and they didn't tell us, so you were quite surprised at the awards ceremony, weren't you?
Yeah, like you said, I rang you up at 5 in the morning, but I was extremely pissed, or I wouldn't have, but we did celebrate it. No, we were very shocked indeed. I mean, like you said, it was kept a great secret from us, which was good. So, you know, we appreciate all the people that voted for it as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done, well done. And I guess that's quite a good reflection of how the band's profile is a lot bigger in Europe than in the UK, although I know that's improving.
Yeah.
Do you think it's just because you've toured so much more in Europe?
Yeah, I think, I mean, in the early days when we were sort of starting out with doing our small tours that we started with, we had more demand to play in Europe, so obviously you go where the demand is. We probably did about 5 shows in England every year and a half or something, whereas we're spending months in Europe, so obviously we've got some catching up to do, and we're hoping to build on that. But like, we're doing some British dates pretty soon. So
I was going to ask you about that actually. They're just really to kind of capitalise on the exposure you've had.
I mean, it's like, it seems to be building up quite nicely in England now, well, Britain. So yeah, we'd like to come out, and we had such a good time on the last tour. You know, it was a good surprise, good turnouts, great audiences. You know, we want to see it again before we finish. It's like a farewell to Icon. You know.
And those dates are happening in September, and you can find them listed on page 280 of MTV Text if you want to check them out. Staying with videos, you're working on another video now, Greg, aren't you, for Widow? So tell us a little bit about that. You're going to be a bit more risque on this one.
So we've been told, yeah. I don't really know how to describe it because we're not really sure how it's going to go yet. But yeah, we're doing it because we've done 2 fairly sort of just us playing type videos like True Belief and Embers Fire. We want a more hard hitting video for Widow just to finish it off. So I can't give too much away, but it's just going to be very fast moving and hard hitting. But I can't really say too much more about it.
Well, I'm sure we'll show it on Headbangers Ball just as soon as it's available. Also, you've got the Harmony Breaks home video. Now that's been delayed for a little while for some reason. When's it coming out?
I'm not entirely sure. I think is it August? It's coming out.
Yeah.
I think it's August. So. It's coming out in England. That's roughly the date we've been given, but I don't think there is a finalised date yet. But we're looking like mid-August, I think it is. So.
And that's got like live performances from the Stuttgart show that we showed a little bit of, and interviews and that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's got we all went out onto the moors, made a campfire, got drunk, and left the videotape going, and basically we've had to edit out most of it. We've got about 15 minutes of it we could use out of 4 hours, mainly due to swearing and, of course, obnoxious behaviour. But yeah, it's got these interviews. It shows a more personal side of the band, you know, what we're more like ourselves away from the band, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And it's also got the promotional videos on there and stuff, so it's quite a nice little treat for the budding PL fan.
Well, we'll look out for that. And I guess you're already thinking about working towards new songs, and I understand that you've actually written 2 or 3 songs. Can you just sort of tell us a little bit where you are?
Yeah, I think we've done about 6.5 songs now. We work in halves. Find it easier that way. I don't know why. And well, I mean, all I can really say about them is that it's just it's a progression on Icon, but it's not like all the other LPs have been really different from each other. I think the next one's just going to be sort of a more experimental and better written version of Icon, because we were really happy with Icon. It's the only LP we wouldn't have changed. We wouldn't even change now. So the songs we've written so far are a good extension of what happened on Icon, you know.
So you've supported Aerosmith, now you're playing with Whitesnake, loads more festivals really until you get down to writing the album properly, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's basically why we've got half songs kicking around. We haven't had much time to sit at home and actually, you know, construct these songs properly. But we've got this and a couple more festivals and the British shows, and then we've got a solid 3 or 4 months where we can bounce all the ideas around we've got, you know. So we're hoping to record the album January, February. Hopefully we'll have it all written by then as well. So.
Okay, well, good luck with that. Good luck with all the festivals. Thanks for joining me. That's Paradise Lost, probably for the last time on Headbangers Ball in person on Icon album, but of course they'll be back next year with a new record. Watch out for that. We're going to go into another short break right now at Headbangers Ball. After that, it is time for the main event for tonight's show. We're going to be meeting up with David Coverdale's Whitesnake. So stay tuned. Headbangers Ball, a Via Rock Festival special, is continuing right after these messages.